Hello friends, welcome to Pro Trading Zone. Today the market was asking extreme patience, was asking for extreme strict following of the rules of zone trading, was asking to be very diligent with your process and to make a beautiful trade at the end. But throughout the day there was literally no theta decay today. Literally, there was no theta decay. The premiums were held as it should be. But as per the options, there should be a theta decay as the time goes. That there should be theta decay, but there was none theta decay till the end of the day. We made money only because of the delta movement of the market, not because of theta decay as we do always. So according to our market analysis, first we saw that market opened approximately 300 point down. Then later it's the one big candle was formed and a small candle after that, which was not bigger than 50% of it, gave us an indication that market is not going to go up today, or market is going to be side and then going down. Exactly the same thing was told by me in my market analysis short, the short that I put in the live market every day.
Hello friends, welcome to Pro Trading Zone. So today market seems to be opening very low, that is approximately 400 points that it has come down and then it is moving down again. So right now it is hovering around our important pivot point of 36,411, and we believe that market has come down and it is showing a sign that it could go down, but still we will be cautious that if market turns around up or down, we are gonna keep our zone trading rules in mind and take our trade. Right now we believe that market has come down, taking a sideways, then it will go either on the sideways or up. The probability of going downwards is higher.
I put in these shorts to give you an understanding what trades I am taking, what is my market view, what adjustment I am doing, and everything. Please do subscribe, share, tell a friend that is in need for understanding the market in the real time. It will give you a beautiful understanding what exactly is happening in the market, and you can take your trade by taking your own decision, by doing your own research and making good money in the market. So our market analysis simply said that today market is either going to be sideways or going to go down, and exactly the same thing happened and same thing was shown in my short. So the important pivot points that we took today was 37,108, 36,743, 36,875, 36,610, 36,411, 36,273, 36,106, 36,000, 35,971, 35,941. These were the important pivot points we considered today. Today market came down heavily in the second half, that was after 2 o'clock market started moving down. So in zone trading, that the rules we follow, for zone trading it is very important that you take a decision, that you have to take a trade. Since we took a trade over here, just giving an example, for zone trading we take a trade that is non-directional, then we consider two important pivot points which are on the chart, and then we do not take any trade until and unless those pivot points are breached. So today we took a zone trading decision that there shouldn't be any trade until and unless there is a breach of the pivot point. As I waited till here, the only discretionary decision I took was to exit trade somewhere here before exiting, before it touched the pivot point. The only reason was that there was no theta decay at all in the market. Even after spending 5 hours, 4.5 hours in the market, there was no theta decay. Because of that, there was no profit in our P&L, and we were looking for only delta movement. As soon as I saw a delta movement, I exited my put short position and let my call short position run for a little bit of profit. So in zone trading, we do not take any trade between these 2 points. We take a trade and do not do anything else until unless it is within the zone, no matter what chart patterns are forming. So today, what trade we took and why we took those trades. First we took a trade over here.
As we believe that market could go lower or higher, and this is only a temporary sideways, we are putting up our strategy of short straddle and short strangle, which is non-directional trading. So we have put in a strategy of short straddle at 36,400 call short and put short. Currently we are looking at 7,750 rupees loss, that is 0.04%. In short strangle we have put in 37,000 call short and 35,700 put short, and currently we are looking at 5,875 loss, that is 0.04%.
As I believed that market would be going on the downwards, but later it started going sideways. Throughout the day until the 2 o'clock, market was extremely sideways between very constricted range, and that too hugging our pivot point of 36,411. This kind of action of market gives me a good feeling that our trade that we are taking on based on pivot points are actually good, as all the pivot point all throughout the day the pivot point was properly hugged, and then the exit was also properly managed. Then it took a reversal from our another pivot point. That gives me an understanding that the pivot point we chose for today was extremely correct and was working properly. So today we took a trade over here, and when day end, just before the day end, I exited approximately over here. So there was no adjustment video that I have posted. I just exited it. Even though I wouldn't have posted, there was nothing to post for adjustment. Market would have ended and you would have cut your position at itself. Friends, today market tested the patience to the last point. Today the market was really not giving up any theta decay. The market was just holding on with all the premium it had. I took a trade over here, took a adjustment trade over here, approximately over here before the pivot points, as it was a big line. I was thinking that it is going to be dynamic. As delta was high, I took up my position over here, exited my position, took a loss in put short, and finally exited my position over here. In short straddle we are making a profit of 86,125, that is 0.55%. In short strangle we are making profit of 37,625, that is 0.27%. Today there was no theta decay. The only thing that made us money was the delta and the movement of the market. Still we made the money. This is the power of zone trading. As we do intraday, we exit our position each and every day before the market closes. It's a thumb rule for our zone trading. We come in the market when market opens, exit the market before the market close. This is very important. The last thing that we always look for a directional trader or something that makes sense in the chart form was that is there any chart patterns which tells you that there should be a directional move, or there is going to be any good understanding about in which direction the market could move. But today, as there was no much of a movement in the market, the only thing that we could have considered was this movement. The first candle was big, second candle was small, there was some price action, then there was a breakdown. This was only clue which gave us an understanding that market will not go up substantially or it will be going sideways. Even though it doesn't have very good probability of making profit or giving you an understanding, or it is not something that I would recommend every time, but this was the only clue that made me comfortable that market will either go sideways or it will go downwards. So throughout the day we consider one more format for zone trading is that until and unless market is on the sideways in a very constricted fashion, we do not take any trade, and this zone could be shrink as the market is work. We made a very decent profit today, not what I expected. I expected a good amount of profit, approximately 2.5 to 3 lakh rupees, but this is not something that happened today. The theta decay was not there. For you to learn about theta decay, you should watch my option Greeks by Pro Trading Zone. It will give you an understanding how exactly the theta is working, how exactly the delta is working, how exactly the gamma is working, and how do you use it. Until and unless you do not understand the use of the option Greeks, you will be in problem always while taking a trade in options. So I suggest you To understand option grids thoroughly, do your own research and then only come. But if you watch my option grids by Pro Trading Zone video, I am assured that you will get a beautiful understanding about option grids and how to use it practically, and more prominently how to use option grids according to the zone trading. Later, the only thing that I have taught few days before that gave me an understanding that market could be directional is that one chart pattern which I take with the support of an indicator is this. Once it went out of the green zone and it crossed our pivot point with a big candle, it is a good sign for me that market is going directional now. A pivot point has to be bridged with a big movement, plus it has to be having a good volume, and as it was a big wick big volume candle over here, I was confirmed that market is going to go directional now, as there was nothing to do throughout the day. This is one of the important understanding, is that once market is in the channel, it does gives you a good directional trade. So this was the trade you were looking for. Later you would have not guessed much, or would not have considered much of a trade that would give you an understanding that market is going down. The only thing you could say is that there was a tapering line over here and this channel was bridged. But to be honest, this is not something you would have understand properly to take a trade. Generally, a downward pattern gives you an upward uh, breakout. That is, if market is showing you a channel that is going downwards, as it is shown over here, it generally gives you an upward directional move. So your assumption of breaking of that downward wedge and then going even down would be busted, and you would have gone long over here, even though there was, you would be planning to go long over here, and as it went down with a big candle, you would be not taking a proper trade. Just to avoid that, what we do in zone trading is that until and unless our important pivot point is breached with heavy big candle with good volumes, we do not take a directional trade. Only when the trade was taken here, when the indications for purely selling is the only option, so we let our call short position run and we made a little bit of profit today. So that's it for today. If you have any questions, any requirement that needs to be understood, or the things that you need to understand about zone trading, I would strictly suggest you to follow my shorts every day that I post in the live trading session, and you should take a view in my long video format that I post every day, like the video you're watching right now. Please like, share, subscribe, share with your friend. Come again in the live trading session. We will take a good trade and we'll make good money. Thank you.